Max Baer Jr., the last surviving star of the Beverly Hillbillies, has finally revealed the untold truth about his complicated relationship with Irene Ryan, the woman millions knew as Granny. At 87 years old and living quietly in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, Baer has spent decades deflecting questions about what really happened behind the cameras of Paul Hennig's groundbreaking creation. For 9 years, from 1962 to 1971, these two actors brought joy to American households as the lovably dim-witted Jethro and his feisty grandmother figure. But their relationship was far more complex and human than the sanitized Hollywood narrative suggests. The Beverly Hillbillies wasn't just another TV show produced by Filmways Productions. It was a cultural phenomenon that dominated CBS television like few programs before or since, anchoring what would become known as the Rural Purge era, alongside Paul Hennig's other hits Petticoat Junction and Green Acres. Individual episodes consistently placed in the Nielsen Top 20, sometimes rivaling Super Bowl ratings. Even the theme song, The Ballad of Jade Clampett, performed by Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, reached number 1 on the Billboard charts. The show ran for 274 episodes and remained in the top 10 throughout its 9-year run, establishing itself as quite possibly the most successful network series ever produced. But success doesn't guarantee harmony, and Max Baer Jr. has spent decades deflecting questions about the supposed family atmosphere on set. Now, with the perspective that only comes with age and being the sole survivor of the main cast, he's ready to tell the truth about Irene Ryan and their complicated working relationship. The story begins with an unlikely friendship forged over martinis at General Service Studios in Hollywood. When Baer auditioned for the Beverly Hillbillies in 1962, he happened to be testing for his role on the same day that Ryan was auditioning for Granny. During a break in their auditions, they decided to grab lunch together at a place called The Shack, around the corner from the studio. At lunchtime, we both went over to this place and she bought me martinis, Baer recalled years later. What happened next would inadvertently shape one of television's most memorable characters. While waiting for his chance to audition, Baer got thoroughly drunk. When he finally stumbled into his screen test, wobbly from the alcohol, he bumped into a door while following the actor playing Uncle Jade. With the cameras rolling, he apologized to the door. In that moment of drunken confusion, Jethro was born. Ryan's generosity during that first meeting established a pattern that would define their relationship, but it also revealed something crucial about both actors. They were willing to take risks, to be vulnerable, and to support each other in an industry notorious for its ruthlessness. The transformation of Irene Ryan into Granny was nothing short of remarkable. When the Beverly Hillbillies premiered in 1962, Ryan was only 59 years old, just 5.5 years older than Buddy Ebsen, who played her son-in-law. Yet through the magic of makeup, wigs, and her own incredible performance, she convinced millions of viewers that she was a feisty woman in her 80s, with strong opinions about the Civil War and other 19th century events. The physical transformation was so complete that Ryan often went unrecognized on the streets of Beverly Hills when she wasn't in her granny makeup. But the psychological transformation was equally impressive. Ryan had to embody a character decades older than herself while maintaining the energy and comedic timing that made Granny so beloved. Interestingly, the show also featured notable guest appearances, including a young Sharon Tate, who appeared in 15 episodes as Janet Trigo, adding Hollywood glamour to the rural comedy. Baer witnessed this transformation daily, and his respect for Ryan's craft was evident in how he spoke about her work ethic. Despite her success and the show's popularity, Ryan remained deeply insecure about her job security. In a 1965 interview, she confessed, "I'm the first one on the set for every scene. All my life I've been on time. I was always scared I would be fired. And you know something, I'm still scared." This vulnerability created a complex dynamic between Ryan and her younger co-star. Baer, the son of heavyweight boxing champion Max Baer Jr., was physically imposing and often played the role of protector for his fellow cast members. But with Ryan, the relationship was more nuanced. She was the established professional with decades of vaudeville, radio, and film experience, yet she carried this persistent fear of failure. The truth that Baer has reluctantly shared over the years paints a picture of a working relationship that was far from the harmonious family narrative that Hollywood prefers to promote. "I mean, I yelled at Irene and she yelled at me," Baer admitted in interviews. "I'd get pissed at Donna and she would cry or something like that. Buddy would get angry with me and just turn his back on me, or I'd say, 'Damn it, Buddy, what's the matter?'" These admissions run counter to the sanitized stories most television stars tell about their experiences. Baer's honesty about on-set tensions reflects a more mature understanding of workplace dynamics. "But that's natural," he explained. "Not everything runs smooth. It's obvious to anyone with a brain in his head who has been fortunate to have a mother and a father that they might fight and argue. Sometimes the closer you are, the more you fight." The protective dynamic between Baer and Ryan showed up in interesting ways. While they might argue among themselves, Baer drew a clear line when it came to outsiders. "Don't let anyone else yell at Donna, Irene, or Buddy," he said. "I can yell at them, but if somebody outside of our little clique says something, I tell them off." This fierce loyalty extended to the physical comedy that was central to their on-screen relationship. Granny was known for delivering swift slaps to Jethro when he said something particularly dim-witted. During interviews, Ryan confessed that these weren't staged slaps. She put her full strength into every smack. Given that Baer was the son of a heavyweight champion and significantly larger than the petite Ryan, these slaps probably felt like little more than gentle pats. But the fact that she committed fully to the physical comedy speaks to the trust between them. Baer's concerns about Ryan extended beyond their professional relationship. He noticed her heavy smoking and drinking, habits that worried him and other cast members. Irene smoked like a chimney, he stated in later interviews, adding that she was a drinker and a smoker, which led to the stroke that eventually took over her life. These observations proved tragically accurate. On March 10, 1973, just 2 years after the Beverly Hillbillies ended, Ryan suffered an apparent stroke during a performance of the Broadway musical Pippin, the Bob Fosse production that was showcasing her range as a theatrical performer decades after her vaudeville days. She had been starring as Berthe, demonstrating the versatility that had made her a star long before television. Following her doctor's orders, she flew home to California and was hospitalized, where she was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. Ryan's death on April 26, 1973, at age 70, marked the end of an era not just for the Beverly Hillbillies family, but for a style of entertainment that stretched back to vaudeville. Her passing also revealed the depth of her character in ways that surprised many. Having no surviving relatives and an estate worth over $1 million, Ryan had established the Irene Ryan Foundation to provide scholarships for aspiring theater students. The Irene Ryan Acting Scholarships, administered through the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival, continue to this day, providing recognition, honor, and financial assistance to outstanding student performers. 16 regional and 2 national scholarships are awarded annually, with the national winners receiving $3,000 each. It's a legacy that speaks to Ryan's understanding of the struggles facing young performers, the same insecurities and fears that she carried throughout her own successful career. Baer's perspective on Ryan's legacy has evolved over the decades. As the last surviving main cast member, Buddy Ebsen died in 2003 and Donna Douglas in 2015. He carries the weight of preserving their collective memory. His reflections on Ryan have become more thoughtful and appreciative over time. The success of the Beverly Hillbillies provided both actors with financial security, though their post-show careers took dramatically different paths. Baer earned about $4,500 per episode by the time the show ended, good money, but not enough to retire on at age 33. His subsequent career as a producer and director, particularly with films like Mack and County Line and Ode to Billy Joe, proved far more profitable than his acting work. Ryan's post-Hillbillies career was tragically brief, but she managed to showcase her theatrical range in Pippin before her illness cut short what might have been a remarkable late-career comeback. Her gravestone bears the name Granny, a testament to how completely she had embodied the character that brought her the greatest fame. The relationship between Baer and Ryan represents something increasingly rare in modern entertainment, a genuine working partnership between performers from different generations who respected each other's craft despite their personal differences. Their dynamic wasn't always smooth, but it was authentic in ways that the manufactured relationships of contemporary reality television can never match. Baer's willingness to share the more difficult aspects of their relationship doesn't diminish Ryan's memory, it humanizes it. The woman who made millions laugh as Granny was complex, talented, insecure, generous, and flawed. She bought drinks for a nervous young actor and helped launch his career. She committed fully to physical comedy, even when it meant actually slapping her much larger co-star. She worried about job security despite being part of television's biggest hit. She smoked and drank too much, habits that may have contributed to her early death. These contradictions don't make Ryan less admirable, they make her real. And Baer's honesty about their relationship serves as a reminder that the most enduring partnerships in entertainment are built not on artificial harmony, but on mutual respect, professional commitment, and the kind of complicated affection that can withstand arguments, disagreements, and the pressures of extraordinary success. At 87, Max Baer Jr. continues to live quietly in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, with a net worth of $50 million built on smart business decisions and the enduring popularity of the Beverly Hillbillies. His reflections on Irene Ryan aren't scandalous revelations designed to tear down a beloved figure. They're the honest memories of a man who worked closely with a remarkable performer for nearly a decade. The truth about Irene Ryan, as told by Max Baer Jr., is that she was exactly what she appeared to be on screen. A feisty, complicated, talented woman who happened to be one of the finest comedic performers of her generation. The fact that she bought him martinis at their first meeting and slapped him for real during their scenes together only makes her more endearing, not less. In an industry built on illusion, their relationship was refreshingly real. And that perhaps is the most important truth of all. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.